JohnnyJans, Universal Studios, Florida gate. Let's go inside and do some meandering around. And today, Universal Studios Park closes at 7 and Islands closes at 6. The days are definitely getting shorter. That must mean the crowds are getting smaller. Good evening, everybody. JohnnyJans here, coming from Universal Studios, Florida, and I welcome you all to day number 9 on this thing that I am doing. And today here at Universal, I'm in the New York area right now. I got the fake facade of the New York Public Library behind me and a coaster track of the Rip Ride and Rocket coming out of this building, which used to be the Ghostbusters firehouse right there. Fun fact. But today I'm going to scroll on over to the Mummy and explore what I can see and what I can find in the gift shop. So let's go. And here is the outside of the Mummy, the entrance. It's like entering the New York Museum, maybe of Natural History. I think that's what it looks like. Right next to the Paradise Theater, where they're distributing the Mummy. I like the fact that I can still wear my sunglasses right now. I'm always happy if I can get to Universal before the sun sets, just so I can wear my sunglasses for a little bit. But outside the Mummy here, what this attraction is, this is a psychological thrill ride into the Mummy, actually. And right now, only a 25-minute wait for the Mummy. So I say that's a pretty good deal. Now the Mummy is an attraction that you need to rent lockers on, but the lockers are free, but you gotta put your stuff on there. No metal detectors, but any loose articles have to be put in the locker. Also, the Mummy is apparently in technical rehearsal right now. So that just means it can go down at random times because they're still trying to figure out the kinks, even though it's been here forever. As I'm walking through the queue line of the Mummy, we're about to enter the museum. And now how this ride works, it's basically about being on the set of the movie The Mummy, and that there's the Mummy's curse, which is real, and how it actually affected the film The Mummy. And somewhere in it, Brendan Fraser yells for a cup of coffee, which is my favorite part. I'm entering through the sound stages now. They're talking about the Mummy production, and it feels like you're very much on the back lot of a stage 13. There's some script notes, so it's very, very movie-like. It's a hot set too, just so you know. So as we're coming to this part, it's getting darker and more cryptic because it's like a mummy's crypt. It's so dark in here, but Junior Jans' shirt is glowing. Check out the awesome puppy dog driving what looks like a mech of some kind, or that thing from RoboCop. You can see Anubis in the shadows here. This is a giant statue just hovering over the queue. Very dark. Taste of what the Mummy is like and how it affects you. It's an indoor roller coaster experience with sharp turns and sudden drops. It's a good thing I got out of there because the curse is real. Definitely true. The Mummy, what a crazy experience that is. And they did some updating too. It's not necessarily the ride, but the screens are sharper and the projections are better. So under the refurbishment time, got a little better. There's actual posters of scenes from the Mummy movie, featuring Brendan Fraser himself looking rather concerned because he knows that the curse is real. And as we exit the ride, like all things should, we actually exit in the gift shop, which actually not many rides in Universal do, but this one does. And I'm looking at this awesome Mummy sarcophagus right now. Let's see what else we can find. There's all kinds of secret treasures and statues and creepy things lined in the gift shop here. Makes you wonder if any of this actually came from any of the Mummy movie props that maybe they hid in here. This was the first Mummy that Universal built too. I know this ride's been copied at other Universal parks, but this was the first in the original, replacing King Kong, or Kongfrontation. Check out these skulls, how creepy they look. Their eyes are glowing. That's happening right now. This place does look cursed. I wonder if a place like this is haunted. But this place has some stories to tell. When you put all these, even if they're not real artifacts, it's still symbolic of artifacts. So you never know. You never know what kind of things can attach to some of these weird sculptures. Check out Anubis. Anubis has always been one of my favorite Egyptian gods because he's the dog-headed god. Looks like a dog man. I like it. This is like the mummy from the original Universal horror film, The Mummy, the way he looks right there. It almost looks like he has Frankenstein's head placed on the mummy. That definitely almost looks like a bust of Frankenstein. It also looks like it's going to open its eyes in a minute. And I hope it doesn't, because I would 100% drop my camera and scream. I feel like I saw this on the ride. There's an awesome portrayal of the mummy right there, looking extra creepy. Or maybe he saw the line on how long it was today, and he was like, no! I don't know. And just back from her first trip ever on the Mummy the Ride, I got little Jans here. She's gonna tell us what she thought about it.
It was scary, cool, and crazy.
Scary, cool, and crazy. 3 wonderful adjectives. Also sounds like a band, like a TLC knockoff or something. Now I believe why they call it Revenge of the Mummy, because that's the actual title, is because the Mummy movie has been made, and making the movie has caused a curse to fall on the set and the production of the Mummy. So it's actually the Mummy's revenge from the movie The Mummy, seeking revenge because of a curse. There's a lot going on there. Trying to make sense of it. And coming out of the gift shop back onto the streets of New York, you would never even guess that this building right here is the gift shop to the Mummy, because it looks so creepy inside, but yet outside it looks so New York-like. That was a lot of screaming going on. You can see it's called Sahara Traders. So it's like the Sahara Desert, get it? Well, there it is, folks. My experience on the Mummy attraction here at Universal Studios, Florida. It is an awesome ride, pure psychological experience, and it would almost be perfect if I would have gotten my cup of coffee. As usual, I'm JohnnyJans. Thank you for joining me in this thing that I'm doing, and until next time, as always, I'll catch you out there. Meandering around! Just stopped by here in the kids zone, and the park closes at 7. It's only about 6:15, but all the sucking power has just shut off. You can see the balls are pretty much lifeless on the floor. Kids are still trying to scramble to play where they can. Now the kids are trying to hang on to desperate hopes of the balls getting sucked up and playing with it, as we're without power here in the ball area, the ball factory. But little Jans is hoping. She's having her own fun. Perhaps one of the reasons that everything is shutting down here is because, look, they're setting up for some kind of event. They're putting tables out. Do you think it's a goodbye to the kids zone party? I hope so. Just in case of the slim chance that I'm not here to say goodbye to the kids zone on the last day, I just want to get a picture of the Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone sign. And it's looking pretty awesome at night. Like I always said, the signs just look better at night here at Universal. Oh, you can see the shadow of little Jans in front of it, spinning like the sign.